Hey, what's up, everybody? I have had so many people reach out. Thank you, first of all, for the messages and the encouragement and different things that people have asked. There's always going to be some questions that I can't answer publicly, but not much. But most importantly, I need to address this. So I've been asked a lot. This seriously happened? You've only heard about 5% of it. The other question is always, how did this happen? I'm not one to pass 100% of blame on everybody. I will take ownership in the fact that I did not do everything right. Number one, I didn't hire the best people. I mean, you've seen the affidavit, right? I'll show it to you again. Former employee working with attorneys and the AG's office and customers. That is a lot to destroy my business. So I don't feel like I held people accountable to the level that I should have as a business owner. Number one, I obviously didn't hold my customers accountable for, paying their bills. But number two, I didn't hold employees accountable. I can't tell you how many different times I would call a specific superintendent, would tell me that he was on a job site and he was actually headed back to Missouri. Or I would look up fuel records and I would find out that he was somewhere at a certain time when he said he was somewhere else. Did you say that I overextended ourselves in our schedule? Probably not. We were reserving people out 2 years in advance. That's how busy we were. I always made a point to include the team in the decisions in our schedule. For example, I even have meeting notes with my general superintendent, general manager, superintendent, electrician, concrete superintendent, and I believe maybe even a plumbing guy in there, and asked specifically, do we need to stop selling? You feel overextended. I was told, go sell more. We'll keep up. To answer the question, how did this happen? This is what happens when 4 to 5 customers in a row spend way more money than they can afford. So much to the fact, I had one client in particular tell me that he couldn't afford to pay half of a spray foam deposit. We're talking $3,500. They're building a $500,000, $600,000 house, and he didn't have $3,500 in his checking account. Now, your next question, which naturally comes, is, what bank financed these deals? And oh, do I have a story for you? Because I have an admission from the loan officer saying I screwed up. Oh, that's a lie. Actually came in an in-person conversation with another loan officer of the bank. I know, they both knew they were in trouble. And what he exposed in that was this mess of not requiring down payments. Yeah, you heard that right. Not requiring deposits, not tracking change orders. Some of these customers literally didn't work the entire time they were building their home. But he did buy a really, really nice semi. I mean, this guy customized this thing out for like 6 months. He didn't work the whole time he built his house. I even remember one day he called me asking if I wanted to hire him. I found that really odd. I mean, how do you tell your customer, like, bro, I'm really nervous that you just told me the other day you can't afford insulation and now you need a job? This can't be good. So you get this situation where these people can't afford to pay their bills, and what's the first thing they do? Well, I think he stole from me. Hence this screenshot taken with the banker admitting that's not true. But that's how this started. Okay? When you have a recording of a former employee saying that he's working with these customers that can't afford to pay their bills, and he sat in those meetings when we would say, why aren't we going to customer X's house? Well, because they haven't paid us, and from what I've been told, their bank loan's maxed out. Oh, how does that happen at drywall? That's what happens when you take the deposit for a construction project and you take it out of the construction loan and you don't require the people to have any money to build. I wish I could get a loan like that. Trust me, banks don't do loans like that. I've asked them, and a lot of them. But you see, that's only how this started. It's currently April 2025. That all took place in August and September of 2023. So we're just getting started. And oh, let me leave you with a cliffhanger. Remember that bank that I told you about with all the crazy loan stuff? The president of that bank sits on none other than the FDIC board. And guess who led the investigation into me? Talk about a conflict of interest if I've ever seen one.